Hello, good day, viewers. Proceeding from the introductory part of economics we started today, being 6th of April 2020. Yeah, we talked about economics. We introduced ourselves to economics. So we said it's actually coined out from the Greek word economia. And we talked about Aristotle, a Greek man, who, actually defined economics in its own definition as, the study of household management. Hope we can still remember. Now, today, continuing in the introductory part, that will lead us to what we call the scope of economics and also the basic economic concepts we have. We're going to be talking about, Adam Smith. Adam Smith's definition of economics. He defined economics in terms of wealth. That is, he defined economics as an inquiry into nature and causes of wealth among nations. This definition actually centered around, wealth creation. All right, it forms a link between, making researches on, the existence of nature. That is the existence of human being and the way to respond to nature. You understand? And how wealth has been generated among nations. Now, another person who defined economics defined it also in terms of wealth, but it said actually that economics is the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. And who was this man? It's not other than a man called Alfred Marshall. In his own definition, he defined economics as the study of mankind in the ordinary business of life. And his own definition actually forms a link between the study of wealth and the study of man. Study of man. All said and done, we actually have a widely accepted definition of economics, and this was propounded by a professor called Lionel Robbins. He defined economics as a social science that studies human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Human behavior, in the definition. Human behavior as a relationship between ends and scarce means which have alternative uses. Now, these terms, we must be able to understand them very well in that definition. It's actually a definition that centers around, scarcity and distribution, scarcity definition of economics and distribution. All right? Now, under scarcity and distribution definition propounded by Professor Lionel Robbins, is actually called this definition a what? A social science. Now, having said that, human behavior, this simply means human characters, the way human beings respond. Then ends means wants, while scarce means limited means resources. Please don't forget. In alternative uses, we're talking about options from which you can select or make a replacement, of a particular desired commodity. And talking about the scope of economics, we mean what economics really entails. Economics what it really entails. Now, when we know what economics is, we must be able to know that human beings human beings generally have a lot of wants. They have lots of desires, and human beings' desires are so unlimited that the resources to get or to acquire all those wants are limited in supply. That is, humans are faced with the challenges of managing the resources around them, on purchasing or acquiring numerous wants. You understand? So humans definitely are faced with the problem of being rational. Now, after talking about scope of economics, we're going to be talking about the basic economic concepts we have. Basic economic concepts. Basic economic concepts. Now, the basic economic concepts we have are actually number one, we're going to be talking about scarcity. Number two, we're going to be talking about choice. Number three, we're going to be talking about some wants. Number four, we're going to be talking about opportunity costs. Opportunity costs. Then number five, we're going to be talking about scale of preference. Scale of preference. We must understand all these five. Now, when we say scarcity, we mean limited in what? Supply. You must understand. That is, when a commodity is limited in supply as a result of shortage in productive facilities or productive resources. Then when we say choice in economics, it means choosing from alternatives. Choosing from alternatives. When we say choosing from alternatives, it means selecting from a substitute alternative, mainly. Now, unlike choice, to a layman, someone who doesn't have the knowledge of economics, he will say, okay, let me go to the market, let me pick a color green of that bag, let me pick color yellow. That's a choice to a layman, someone who doesn't understand economics. But economics here is saying choosing from alternative, that is choosing from other commodities that are available in the absence of the desired commodity, the real commodity you went for. Then when we talk about wants are desires. That is what you desire. Then there's another word that has always been used interchangeably with wants, and that word is needs. When we say needs, they are quite different. You should get it clearly. Needs are urgent desires. That is, desires that you cannot do without. You understand? Wants can still wait for a while. As in wait still all the times. The need is something that is urgent, that you really, really must acquire to be able to fulfill a particular desire. Then when we say opportunity cost is actually defined as a real cost or alternative forgone. When we say real cost or alternative forgone, the economists mean the commodity or item that is left unpurchased. Not the money this time, because we have what we call the money cost of a particular commodity. That's money cost. The money cost is not the real cost. The real cost of any commodity is actually the alternative that you have left unpurchased of that commodity. And when we talk about scale of preference is actually the arrangements of our wants in order of what? Relative importance. You must be able to know that. That is, we are arranging our wants in order of their relative importance. So I'm going to be seeing you in the next class. Please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. God bless you.